folks, and welcome to today's vlog. As you can see, we are down in London again. Today we're starting the vlog at Canning Town DLR station. We are this close to going into EGX for an actual full day today. If you haven't watched yesterday's 45-minute quick rush around EGX, you should go back and watch that before going any further, because I'm not going to do that stuff again. But today we're going to wander around the whole thing and have a jolly good time. If the idea of that excites you, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on the video, and if you are new, subscribe, turn notifications on, all that good stuff. We go to loads of events like this throughout the year: EGX, Comic-Con, Summer in the City, VidCon, Res, Insomnia, all that kind of stuff. So, plus daily vlogging as well. So if you like all that stuff, subscribe. The button's right down there. Hit it quickly, notifications, etc, etc. Just wait for the train, then we'll be there. We've made it into the event, made it to Costa in fact. Very upsettingly, no bonfire spice syrup, but they have got gingerbread on. So autumn is over, it's now officially winter. I've moved on to gingerbread lattes, which are my second favourite. They are pretty tasty. Well, yesterday when we were in here, it was really bright. We even commented how much lighter it was in here than EGX normally is. Today, I've forgotten my glasses. I've left them in my bag back at the hotel, so I've got to keep my sunglasses on. And of course, it's dark in here today. It's like normal EGX. But here we are, we have arrived. We've snuck in the side door to avoid having to come in through general entry. The Coca-Cola bus is over there behind us, and we are in for a full rummage. Well, we had thought, because we were in just before general entry opens, to jump in the Avengers queue before it gets busy. It's almost as if other people have thought the same thing. Are you going in here? Oh no, are we going in here? So go and play the game.
Hey guys, welcome to Legends.
There you go. That's where we're going now. Well, that's our first game of the day played. We played Legends of Runeterra, the League of Legends card game, mainly because they gave us a free bag. What's in the bag? Let's have a look at what's in the bag. Is it something very exciting? A lanyard! With some belong tokens on the looks of it, and a little pin. Excellent stuff, a little goodie bag. I always approve of a goodie bag, and that was just like any card game. And a sticker, Hearthstone,
I have someone saying that. I don't know, the guy next to me, I said it was like every other card game I'd ever played, and he looked at me like I was scum. Yeah, it was, which is fine. I like that kind of thing. But yeah. I assume it's free to play, like all the others are. Yeah. Free to play, nice little card game. It will go on my hard drive next to Hearthstone and the Elder Scrolls one and all the other ones that I've played once. I won't ever go back to, but at least for this one, I have a bag. First purchase of the day from Insert Coin. I got an awesome Persona hoodie, which I will try and remember to show you by the end of the vlog. It's still nicely wrapped up at the moment, so I don't want to get it out, because obviously I don't want to wear it in here, because it's hot and sweaty in here, but it is a very cool hoodie. As nice as it would have been to go and check out Cyberpunk, it's not actually playable, it's just a video, and the reason there's no queue is because you have to make an appointment, and the reason we're not going to see it is because all the appointments are booked, so no Cyberpunk for us this weekend. Yeah. There's no Xbox here at all this year, but as usual, the Sony stand just looks very cool. It's the same set they've used for the last 4 or 5 years, but it's still a cool set. It's always worth a stroll through the left field collection, because you never know what you're going to find in here. We've seen some weird and wonderful stuff in here over the years. And also just some pretty cool games sometimes too. Well, it turns out I was previously misinformed. I now have a wristband for Cyberpunk, the 1 o'clock showing. So we're going to be back in about an hour to go. She said it was an hour-long thing. Did she?
Yeah. So I don't really know what we're going to be watching, but I'm intrigued.
It's not a video, it's a full live game.
Oh, they're actually playing it, are they? Okay, cool.
Talking over it.
Anna's just ran over here into the PlayStation section. I don't know what she's rushing towards, but she is absolutely forcing her way through to the front of this section. So obviously something's caught her eye. She spotted the PlayStation Access people on stage, and she watches that channel all the time. So that's where she ran off to. We found her in the end. As long-time viewers will know, I've always been a really big Dragon Ball Z fan. So's he. We love it. So much so that we would have got these even if they weren't free. We We're just watching a little bit of gameplay from the new Mario and... Is it still Mario and Sonic, or is it just Mario? The new Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games game now has 8-bit Olympics mode. I've played these games in the past and always thought they were rubbish. I assumed they still were, but Pam is trying to convince us that they're actually any good now. I'm not convinced. Just had another free pop come over at the Coca-Cola Premier League bus. Anna reviews my challenge for a game of FIFA 20. Just having a little mooch around the board game section, seeing if there's anything we want to play. Basically to kill half an hour before we go and do the Cyberpunk things. We can't queue up to play anything else because obviously we've got to go over there at a specific time for our appointment. So I think we'll either find a board game or go and mooch around some of the merch stores and see if there's anything fun there. The only problem is, already bought a hoodie, don't really want to spend any more money. We've just gone to the usual American sweets place, the Amazing Cake Company, but they had a new Fallout beverage. You've got all the others. This is a Nuka-Cola Quantum that lights up, which is just very cool. How happy are you that that exists? That will go on the shelf next to all our other ones. Also, they had a chocolate and peanut butter Twinkie, which I've never had before. If you could hold this camera for me for a moment, while I just sample this. I've had to take that thing off my head because it's making me sweaty. Perhaps refusing my generous offer to go to the tattoo place behind us and get each other's faces tattooed onto ourselves. I even offered to pay. And meanwhile Anna is buying sweets behind me. I'm hoping if I leave Overclockers or any of their rival companies, Corsair, Elgato, who we got there, Republic of Gamers. I'm hoping if I leave all these in the back of the vlog long enough, Omen, Logitech, if one of them wants to get in touch, send me one of these PCs, I'll be on board with that. They're very cool. And I am due a new PC. I've had mine over 2 years now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a new feature on the vlog called Sheepdog's Nerd Corner. You've just played Final Fantasy VII Remake. Review it in 12 seconds.
It's very, very good. I got to hold a sword.
Still 4 seconds left.
There's the picture.
There we go. That's Sheepdog's Nerd Corner. We've just stepped outside for a minute because it is super hot in there today. Like proper sweaty hot. It is 12:30, so we're due back in about 15 minutes for the Cyberpunk thing, but we're just soaking in the cool October air so that we can go back in and not stink the place out, hopefully. Right, we're back in, we're about to go into the Cyberpunk thing, which means the camera needs to go away, so I will tell you all about it when we come out. It will be a more detailed review than the one Sheepdog gave you about Final Fantasy. Not massively more detailed, a little bit more detailed. Well, that was long. I fell asleep at one point when it was just like a 25-minute shooting stuff section, which put me off completely. The idea of the game looks pretty cool. It's a nice idea. It looks like there's some cool elements to it. I like the RPG stuff, but the fact that there was a 20-25 minute shootout and then a boss fight, at least that's a game I don't need to play because I'm not going to like any of those things. She liked it though, didn't you? Huh? You liked it?
But I can't play it in 8.
I won't play it at all. So our job now is to go and check out the Avengers queue again and hope that it's no longer got a queue to get in the queue. It is now 2 o'clock. We've probably got another couple of hours before we need to start making a move to get back, get short stay back on the train to Nottingham tonight. Anna's got work in the morning. So we are running out of time and opportunity to be able to do the Avengers thing. I don't even necessarily want to play the demo, but there's loads of cool stuff through there. They've got like artwork, superhero suits and freebies that they're giving away. I want to have a word with them and say, look, can I just come in, have any free stuff you're giving away, have a little look and not actually play it, because I know I'm going to end up getting it. I don't need to play it here. I just want to go in and experience what's happening in there. But as you can see, it's still an enormous queue. Having said all that, it would appear that there is a back entrance and I can come in and see the bits that I wanted to come in and see, which is what I wanted more than the opportunity to play the game. Well, it's like they were listening. I've wandered around the back, I've got a poster, I've got a lanyard, I'm getting to see all the cool stuff. There's Captain America over there, We've got an awesome Miss Marvel suit just there, and all the other bits and bobs. So yeah, don't need to actually queue up and play the demo. This is the bit I wanted to do all along. I'm glad I wandered around the back. I currently find myself in a very dangerous situation with these cosplaying ducks because they're awesome, but if I buy one, it's going to end up, I'm going to end up in the same kind of mess I did with pop vinyls, and I'm going to have hundreds of them. But these Skyrim ones are cool, and I was looking at the Borderlands ones, they've got Fallout ones, they're all very, very cool. Might have to start taking baths. Anna has caved, she's buying one. Which one are you getting, Anna? She's getting Nuka-Cola Girl from Fallout. I've managed to resist, mainly because I couldn't find the Skyrim ones. If I'd have found them, I definitely would have got one. But I can see the display of them at the top, I can't see any boxed up. And I'm not going to ask, because I don't want to spend 12 quid on something that's going to lead to me having to spend multiple 12 quids next weekend when we're at Comic-Con, and there'll probably be even more of them. I feel like further comment is required on just how awesome the Borderlands 3 area is. It is super cool. I assume it's the same stand they took to Gamescom because it's talking about pre-orders and stuff on it. But there's DLC coming apparently. Now if that was playable here, that would be a reason to go and have a go. Every time I come here I look at all these different lights and things and think, I need some lights for behind my desk on my little garage set. But then every time I think, no, I'd rather just buy another t-shirt or another hoodie or another pop vinyl, and I don't buy the lights. One day. I think we're just about done, but we're just having a little nose through the retro section. There's a load of pinball machines. This is stuff we miss out on. Play Expo doesn't really work for us anymore, but we used to love doing all this stuff there. So there's all sorts of Mario Kart, Mario, Sonic, yeah, Marvel stuff, light gun games. We'll just have a little nose in here for a little bit. And then I think we're probably going to head off, get something to eat and hit the road. And that is us done at EGX for another year. I said yesterday that it felt smaller than it did up in Birmingham. I've been pondering it. I don't know if it necessarily is smaller. I'll have to check the floor plans, or whether it's just the fact that because we've gone to every event they do for about 8 years, so EGX at this time of year, Resd in the spring, the 2 Comic-Cons in London, Birmingham Comic-Cons, because we're coming to all these events, I think there's less for us in the events now. You used to be able to spend 3 or 4 hours wandering around merch stalls, whereas now we have a quick look for the new ones, but we don't need to look at the bullet with your name on it again, because we've looked at it dozens of times in the past. So I think there was enough there to keep us amused for a day. There was plenty of games to play. I could have, if I was in the mood for queuing, sat and tried loads and loads of indie games. There was loads of stuff on the Nintendo stand that I didn't even go in. They went in it yesterday, but I didn't even set foot in the Nintendo stand. So there is stuff there, but you have to balance that out with what I was saying yesterday about how there's a lot of stuff there that is already out, or is out very, very soon. And like I was saying to this, like with the Avengers thing, as much as I'm excited by the Avengers game, and it's not out until April, so it is the ideal game for an event like this, that, more than Cyberpunk, is a game that I don't need to go and play the demo for, because I know I'm going to get that. Cyberpunk was a little bit different because I was on the fence about it, so having that there was helpful, because now I know I don't want it. But I don't know, I think because we buy everything and have played everything and have been to every event for the last 8 years, that's why we can whoosh around it in a day and a half. But I think if you were coming as somebody coming for the first time, there's lots there for you. You will have a lot of fun, and I certainly think this is a better location than up in Birmingham, because transport linked, easy to get to. Wherever you are in the country, it's relatively easy to get the train down into London, and once you're in London, it's super easy to get over here to the XL. So I'm happy to see it back in London. I'd be even happier if next year it moved back to its September slot, because it'd be just a little bit warmer and there'll be slightly fewer games that have already been released. Our job now is to jump back on the DLR, head back over to Stratford, have something to eat, find some bubble tea, and then get home. For the final time this weekend, I'm driving the train.
You'll be on it in less than a week.
I will, I'll be back on it again in a few days.
Friday, won't it?
Yep, well, no, we probably won't. I don't know, depends where we go for dinner. Or what we get up to. Nobody knows. Me and Pat playing it by ear. We've just had some delicious Indian masala chips, they were called, I think, weren't they? I just want all the chips. Yeah, I ate half of Anna's as well. It was so nice. We were heading back to grab some bubble tea and jump in the car. The sheepdog has found a Pokemon raid of a Squirtle with a hat on. Well, I might get involved in this business. I do like a Squirtle with a hat on, so we're doing this. And then, I don't even know if I'm going to get in time, I'm loading the app. And then we'll head to the car. Bubble tea first, of course. And now the weekend is officially complete. I have my bubble matcha tea. Now we are going to go and get in the car and go home. And we're back home. I'm wearing my new hoodie, as promised. There's not one today. Got my shiny new hoodie on, so this is my Persona hoodie, which as you can see has detail on the arm, detail on the bosom, detail in the hood, and it is very, very snazzy. But we're going to end the vlog now because Andy's just about ready to go to bed, and I need to get short stay to the train station in a minute. So we will end the vlog here. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure...
You're like...
If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And
Kevin,
thank
very much for
you, not too fast. Thank you very much for watching.
the same thing.